Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecotma12.blogspot.com and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy S4 Mini. Now a big thanks must go over to Verdfun for sending me this handset over to review, and as you can see this is a reviewer's model, so the box is not retail, it hasn't got any retail packaging or printing on it. And the reason I thought I'd get one of these into review is because after I did the review of the HTC One Mini, I've been getting many questions asking should they get the One Mini or the S4 Mini, and I haven't come to any sort of definite conclusion since I haven't used the S4 Mini, so I've got it now, and this way I'll be able to come to some sort of definitive conclusion as to which version you should get. So let's actually unbox it, and if you get this at retail standards, it will be boxed much nicer for you, just so you know. So it doesn't help that I had this upside down, so let's open this up. And here's the S4 Mini, and we'll just pop this to one side. And oh, that's not too nice, is it? We've got looks like a European charger, even though I am in the UK and I require 3 pins, otherwise I will not be able to charge this. So whichever version you get from whichever country, it'll give you the country specific plug. And this is full-size USB to micro USB, and the earphones that Samsung give, which are one of the better ones, only they just got beat by Apple's AirPods, but these are still very close in terms of sound quality. So that's all you get in this reviewer's model. Normally you'll get instructions and probably a few other things if you actually bought this at retail standpoint. So let's take a look at the S4 Mini, and it's got some of these wrappers on, so let's just peel off the plastic. Nice, and let's do the back. I gotta say, it does have pretty much does look exactly like the S4, just a mini version. Normally these mini versions have sort of differences where you can sort of differentiate them, whereas if someone was holding this up at a distance, I wouldn't really be able to tell if this was the S4 or the S4 Mini. So let's power this on, hope it's got some juice, and I'll run down some of the specs as well. So it's running Android version 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. It's also got a QHD Super AMOLED display, and QHD means it's around about 960 by 540, that's the resolution. Now it's quite interesting because the HTC One Mini, which was released about a few months after this one, actually came with a 720p display. Now Samsung are hoping to sort of make up for that with their Super AMOLED panel, and whether that works out in their favor or not, I will let you know in my full review. And it's also got a 4.3-inch size screen, and it's also got a color depth of 1 million colors, weighs 107 grams, and also it comes with 8 or 16 gigabytes of internal memory, plus you can expand that storage further with micro SD cards. And there's no SIM card here yet. I'm just going to skip through this whole setup procedure so I can take you to the home screen. What I'm going to say right now is the colors do look really quite nice. And it's also got an 8 megapixel rear facing camera and a 1.9 megapixel front facing camera. No, I'm not doing all that. Okay, I'll quickly sign this in. I gotta say, using the keyboard is actually really quite nice right here. Although Samsung's keyboards always seem to be kind of rubbish, so you have to always replace them anyway. Won't do voice control. Yeah, I'll just go next. There we go, we should be into the actual operating system. And the screen is very nice and colourful. Let's take a look. Yes, you can use 2 fingers to pull down that bar right there. Let's see. Okay, let's just turn it off auto, put it on full. And remember, my studio lights are on full blur right here, and you can still have really quite good viewing angles. You can't really see that well on camera, but when I'm actually looking at this, the viewing angles go all the way. So well done, Samsung, and the fact that the colours are this good and this kind of mid-end or mid-range device is well done. So 4.3-inch screen in the front, and something really quite interesting to actually bring up is that now Apple's iPhone has got a 4-inch screen, although it didn't really seem like a 4-inch screen because they only made it taller, not wider. Isn't it quite strange that now even the mini phones are actually got bigger screens than the iPhone? It's just something that occurred to me, which I thought was really quite funny. So yeah, it seems very responsive. Let's take a look. It's got, as I said, a 1.7 gigahertz dual-core processor, so it should be really nice and snappy, and the screen does look really quite nice, although it's not 720p, it's just below that, pretty much. It's not easy to really look at the pixels, and it looks like a great printout on here. That's what you get with a Super AMOLED display, so again, well done Samsung. So I'm going to put this mobile phone through its paces, and then I'm going to actually test it. I haven't got the HTC One Mini with me, but what I will do is let you guys know which one I prefer, and if this one actually comes on top of it. But but I really did like the HTC One Mini, but this one we'll see if it actually beats it. But in the meantime, guys, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see all of you next time with a full review and some HD video tests and camera tests. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Take care.